All right, old truckers sitting around in their truck making up conspiracy theories and then presenting them to the public as fact. That's real original, isn't it? Can't believe I came up with that one all on my own. But that's what we're doing today, guys. Yeah, we're going to talk about my new theory that Elon Musk bought Twitter for the sole reason of selling more Tesla semi-trucks. Oh, man. Yeah. But, hey, I'm going to say it on the internet, so that's going to make it true, and that's just the way it goes. Now, I'm going to give a warning, okay? Before we go into this video, if you're the type of person that idolizes your politicians or idolizes billionaires, you won't have a good day around here. It won't be fun. So, it's just not going to be a fun video for you, that's all. I don't do all that crazy stuff. I don't think politicians are there to be idolized, or billionaires for that matter. But hey, that's just the way it is. And if for some reason you're just now making it over to this weird little corner of YouTube trucking, welcome to the shit show. We have a weird little crackhead. Weird crackhead that runs around and tells all the truckers that they're not truckers. Keep in mind, the crackhead doesn't drive a truck, but he runs around and tells all the truckers, "You're not half the trucker I am, rookie." And it's weird. But you know, we accept it. That's just, every community has their person, you know. And I don't know what is in his crack pipe. It's probably crack, but I don't know. So hey, if you're new to this community, hey, strap in. Most of us need our helmets and need to be strapped into something anyways, so you're welcome to join us in that. Oh my God, what are we doing here today? So as we know, Elon Musk obviously bought Twitter. This is not breaking news by any means. He bought it, ran it into the ground, did a bunch of silly shit with it, like the little blue check mark. You could just buy one. Now you're verified. You're legit now, causing, what was it, Eli Lilly stocks to drop after somebody made an Eli Lilly account and got it verified. Oh yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And then he renamed it X for some reason. I don't know. He's such a weird dude. He's such an obviously weird dude, but he did it for the purpose of selling Tesla semis. Now, why would I say that? Why would I make up such a stupid thing? That doesn't even make any sense whatsoever. Well, actually it does if you're a trucker that's got way too much time to spend sitting in the truck all by yourself, thinking up crazy scenarios because no one wants to call you anymore because you're just a bitter old man. This is how this happens, guys. I remember being a young trucker and be like, why are all these old men so angry? Oh, it's because we pushed away everyone in our lives. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. That's a little extreme, isn't it? But there must be a reason for our craziness. Maybe it's being locked in a box all the time, right? That could contribute to us acting crazy, I would imagine. I don't really know. But here's how it happened. Trucking does not attract the best and the brightest. We all know that. Us as truckers, we see it. You as the motoring public, you see it all the time out there. You're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Why is he allowed to drive a truck? And they are very resistant to change. Advances in technology are very fucking scary to truck drivers. I mean, I would do it for fun, even if you're not a truck driver. Go to a truck stop bar sometime at night when everybody's had a little bit to drink and listen to them absolutely freak the fuck out about the changes going on in the world. They are very, very resistant to change and technological advances to the point that it absolutely terrifies them. So, how do you convince a bunch of slack-jawed mouth breathers to start driving electric trucks? Electric trucks, this newfangled electricity, you might as well try to convince them that this truck runs on magic beans. Have you ever heard the arguments against electric vehicles? Just absolutely absurd. Just crazy, crazy conspiracy. You might notice a weird cut there. I got like some emergency alert on my phone. God damn you, emergency alert system. I'm trying to make a damn video here. For all I know, the sky could actually be falling. Meteors are falling from the sky right now. I don't know. I just cleared it off the damn screen. I'm recording something, and this is about me. God damn it. The world is all about me. So anyways, when you say electric vehicles to a bunch of hillbillies, they really lose their fucking minds, and they make up all these reasons why it will never work. Did you know it takes 80,000 gallons of diesel to generate 1 hour of electricity, and electric doesn't have the power that diesel has, and all these like crazy things? Fact is, those things could be true, but none of us really know because we all just make shit up like I'm doing right now. But that's what happens. So how do you convince these people that are so resistant to change, that hate everything new in the world, that an electric truck is the way to go? Here's what you do. You listening? Listen closely, okay? You start going off on certain buzzwords and certain phrases that a certain demographic is trained to listen for from news outlets like Fox News, let's say, hypothetically. Like you start saying stuff like, your freedom of speech is under attack. You know, one of those sayings that makes their ears perk up. They go, what? My freedom of speech is under attack? Is that what you just fucking said to me? And then they go crazy. Then they lose their minds. And then you say, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, look at all these people listening to old Elon Musk now. All these people that hated Elon Musk. Because Elon Musk was Tony Stark, right? He was the savior of the world. The fucking liberals loved some Elon Musk. I mean, this was all this future tech shit, right? Electric cars. Hell yeah. Lower emissions, greener energy, all these things. Hell yeah, this is super cool. And then we get space travel. Oh yeah, we love us some space travel. I mean, we better figure it out. We're trashing this planet, right? Better figure out how we're gonna go live on a new one. So now we got space exploration, space colonization. Oh yeah, the left loved him some Elon Musk. This guy was single-handedly taking us all to the future. So you know who hated Elon Musk? The right. Like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? What's wrong with the way we do things already, right? That's who hated Elon Musk, and who would have never ever bought an electric semi. I tell you that. The largest demographic of truck drivers out here. Now, it's not only about them buying them, it's about them straight up refusing to drive an electric truck, right? But then Elon did what's apparently really popular for billionaires to do right now. Started sending out those little dog whistles, right? Those little phrases, those little sayings that they go, oh, fuck, my freedom of speech, god damn it, and then they get all fired up, right? Now, we all know that Elon Musk, well, we would hope, is intelligent enough to understand what freedom of speech is, and he also understands that freedom of speech has nothing, absolutely zero, to do with a privately owned company deciding who can say what on their platform, right? We know those are two different things. Obviously, the people that shout about their freedom of speech on the internet don't actually know what freedom of speech means. They just want something to be outraged about. Over my course of doing YouTube, I remember a guy used to come to my channel and just like say the most crazy things in the comments, and YouTube would automatically filter it, right? And just throw his comment out. And then he would get mad at me. And he would go, you're attacking my free speech. And I would say, hey, dude, I know you have a tendency to say absolutely insane things in the comments. YouTube's probably throwing those out, right? But he kept blaming me over and over. Instead of correcting his behavior and presenting his argument in a more mature way, he kept blaming me and saying I personally was attacking his free speech. So eventually I pushed the hide user button, because I'm like, might as well. I mean, I'm getting the blame for it anyway, so little hide user button, and now he screams into the void for all eternity. I'm sure that's what he does. But we know that has nothing to do with freedom of speech. We can say crazy shit to a point. Even there's probably a limit there somewhere. I'm just a trucker. I'm not a legal scholar. I'm definitely not a constitutional scholar by any fucking means. But we're supposed to be able to say a lot of crazy shit without, facing like prosecution. Told you I'm a dipshit from the government, right? So like if I say, hey, fuck that guy right there, I really don't like that guy, and I could be like, hey, fuck you, and he'd be like, hey, fuck you, and then he gets really upset and he like calls the cops, and the cops pull up and I say, all I told him was, hey, fuck you, and while you're at it, cop, hey, fuck you too, right? And you can't arrest me because I said, hey, fuck you, right? That's just not a thing. That's where freedom of speech is. Now, if you're on a platform on the internet and you say, hey, fuck you, and then their terms of service say, hey, you're not allowed to say, hey, fuck you, and then you get blocked from that service, your freedom of speech was never under attack. You just failed to follow the rules, and that's your own fucking problem, right? Elon Musk knows that. He absolutely knows that. But like I said, you know, billionaires convincing the working class that they understand what they're going through, right? Seems to be a common theme these days. You can win presidential elections that way. We've seen it, right? Oh, I know exactly what everyone's dealing with. The billionaires, even the millionaires, have no fucking clue what we're going through. Oh, I understand your struggles. Hey, I'm just like every other redneck out there. You don't understand my struggles, right? You know, the guy with the pickup truck in his driveway with the flat tire. He can't afford to replace the damn tire. And that's me. I'm making fun of me. I can't afford to replace the fucking tire. Tires are like $300 right now. But it's fine. I live in a trailer park. It's normal. So no one cares. But it's fucking crazy to me that all these people with a ton of money are somehow convincing the poorest among us that they know exactly what it is we're dealing with. And the whole idea is just to take the little bit of fucking money you have to enrich themselves a little bit more. So what happens is Elon Musk starts losing his mind about they're attacking your freedom of speech, the little dog whistle that makes all the hillbillies lose their fucking minds. My freedom of speech! I've already done that bit, but who cares? And then he says, that's it. I'm standing up for the little guy. I'm buying Twitter to restore everyone's freedom of speech. And then he completely obliterates Twitter, turns it into a complete shit show, loses a lot of money in the process, but made an investment in future Elon Musk. Because now all these inbred hillbillies that would never ever have touched an electric truck, now they suddenly love them some Elon Musk. Now they'll drive one. Just because he said the magic words, that's it. Not because it's a better product, because it is. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Because a guy let me check one out. I'll get to that in a minute. But not because it's a better product, but because they heard the words that they really like. So Elon Musk loses a whole lot of money on the whole Twitter thing. Everybody's like, what a fucking idiot. Why is he doing such a crazy thing? When what he just did was kicked the fucking door wide open on the truck, the semi market. Now he can come into this market, which is a huge fucking market. Huge market with very little resistance to the people that are working in this industry. Now you can put that Tesla truck in front of anyone and they're going to drive it. Guys like me, I was already going to drive it. I'll get to it in a minute. It's a better product. I was already going to drive it if given the option. But the big part of trucking, the heavily resistant to change side of trucking, they're in. You got them. And this is such a huge fucking market. What are they? Somebody told me the number of truckers in the country, and it's something like 3 million. I don't know how many actual trucks are in the country, but big fleets turn over their trucks every 3 to 4 years. They buy new ones. Now, I don't know the life expectancy of Teslas and if that's different, if the miles matter as much as they matter on these trucks, because when you start getting up in that, 400, 500, 600,000 mile range on these diesel trucks, you start getting into the major repair stages of it. I don't know if that's different on electric. I have no fucking clue. But if it's the same, let's say it's the same, every 3-4 years, the big carriers are swapping out the trucks. Elon Musk just bought Twitter, lost a ton of money to buy his way into the demographic that is going to, I would think, end up making it more profitable in the long run. I know maybe that sounds a little crazy, but that's what we're here for. That's why we're here. There's a lady in the truck stop parking lot driving around me right now. She's riding like a little Zamboni with brushes on it, and she's it's like a very small street sweeper. I guess I didn't have to say Zamboni. Now people are gonna think I'm Canadian again. God damn it! First it's this fucking accent, and now I'm calling everything a Zamboni. Right? That's the little thing that drives on the ice, isn't it? Anyways, let me talk a little bit about why the Tesla truck is actually a really, really cool product. Now, it's not quite there, so I'll talk about the negatives first because it's not quite there. They don't have a sleeper. They do have enough room behind the cab back where the fairings are. They do have enough room back there to extend that cab and put a sleeper in. They haven't yet. And as far as an over-the-road application goes, it doesn't have the range that it needs yet. All right, the guy I was talking to, a guy let me check out his Tesla truck. He told me I could take pictures of the outside, but nothing of the inside. And I didn't take any pictures or video at all because I didn't want to accidentally record something and put it on a video and then get that guy in trouble. So I took none at all. So I was up in California and I went into a truck stop. I came back out and parked right next to me. First time ever seeing one in my life was a Tesla semi. And the guy was outside of it, and I normally don't walk up to other truckers in the truck stop, but I was like, he had the door open, he was walking around it. I said, bro, can I just like have a look? And he got very excited to show me around this truck. He said he actually works for Tesla, and you know, they're in the testing phases. He was super cool. He was a much older trucker, and he was very, very accepting of this new technology. So he was explaining a lot of it to me and walking me around the truck, showing me different features and things on it. Let me sit up in the seat. That's one of the really cool features. The seat is in the middle, eliminating the blind spot, the blind side. You can see from both sides. There's cameras everywhere. There's mirrors everywhere. So now that alone has made our lives a lot easier when we're pulling into that spot where it's like, fuck, there's not enough room to turn around here, but I don't really want to blindside it. Blindside's gone, baby. And that's absolutely brilliant. You can see everything on that truck, and it's super cool. So yeah, like I said, the range isn't quite there. We need a range of, I'd say, at least 700 miles for an over-the-road application between charges. At least 700, right? And we need that sleeper, of course. Those were the only negatives I saw, but we know that technology kind of moves in stages, so I think they'll work to figure that out. And that's why he bought Twitter now, so he can get everybody on his side. And then they'll continue to work on the technology is what I meant. He was telling me that because we were in the mountain region, Northern California, on Donner, as a matter of fact, where I was stopped. And he said that he will pull fully loaded 80,000 pounds. He can pull at 80 miles per hour over those mountains. It does not slow down at all. He said, but the same also is true. I hear this phrase a lot when people talk about Teslas, and I don't know what it means, but he talked about the regenerative braking. I don't know what the fuck that means. But he says if you are going over those mountains and you set your cruise at 62, for example, he said that's what it does. It goes 62. Uphill, up a mountain, it goes 62. He says down a mountain, it goes 62 with no input from you. It's just gonna maintain that speed. Sounds a whole lot safer, sounds a whole lot more efficient than us just burning tons of fucking diesel to go up a mountain at 15 fucking miles per hour. It sounds a whole lot better. And he was saying by the time that, like, he goes to get onto an on-ramp, right? Fully loaded, get onto an on-ramp, he says he can be 65, 70 miles per hour by the time he reaches the interstate. This is a much more efficient product, right? Now, we know the technology isn't all there, so you just kind of let him keep working on it and developing it and hope that it gets better. But hey, I'm sold on it. I'm sold on it. You could definitely put me in a Tesla semi. Not right now, because I am an over-the-road driver and I like to have a place to sleep. That's nice. That's always a nice thing. Anyways, that's my theory on why Elon Musk bought Twitter. And it was to get a certain demographic on board with his Tesla semis. I know it sounds far-fetched, but I also guarantee you that it did work. When it comes around that Tesla semis are more widely available, especially for over-the-road applications, there will be much less resistance to people driving that truck. When not that long ago, there was heavy resistance to such a thing. So just saying those few words and then investing billions of dollars into a social media platform, Elon Musk sets himself up to sell Tesla semis. How do you like that? Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. Talk to you guys soon.